Hey, Mark Shepard here, honesthypnosis.com, and this is your daily mind mastery moment. I'm going to try to keep it short. I don't know if I can because I'm so freaking fired up about this. Problems. You got problems, right? I heard one guy say, do poor people have problems? And people in the audience go, oh yeah. Do rich people have problems? Yeah. And they're like, which would you rather be? Oh, welcome to the seminar on how to be rich, right? We have problems. That's what life is, right? Except for one thing. What is a problem, really? What is a problem, really? Think about this for today. A problem is actually something that's happening in your life. It's a reality in your life that you don't like, right? Essentially, problems are resisting reality. Problems are resisting reality. And I have some stories for you. July 9th, 1:55 p.m. This is the Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday after the 4th of July holiday. My phone rings. It's an out of area number, so I don't answer it. Right? I'm busy. I got stuff going on. But I noticed the area is Western New York, and I'm like, Western New York. Do I have anything going on in Western New York? Do I know anybody in Western New York? And I had some relatives in Western New York, so maybe it's one of my relatives. I don't know. So I listened to the voicemail, and it's a librarian with a note of panic in her voice. Mark, just wondering how close you are to the library. Well, I had a gig. I had a gig that has been scheduled a year earlier. And I knew it was in July, but somehow it didn't get onto my Google Calendar or whatever, and she didn't confirm, and I didn't confirm, and blah. So the feeling of not being in the right place at the wrong time, being in the wrong place at the wrong time in the wrong way. Like, I'm in Albany. The gig is about to start in 5 minutes, 5 hours west of me. Not a good feeling. So I called her back and said, listen, I totally spaced. This is the first time in 20 years as a performer that somehow I didn't get the message, didn't get it together to get there, right? And she's like, okay, well, I got to put out some fires. So she got off the phone. I thought, well, there's that gig gone, right? And at that moment, I got deep into, why does this work out better than I could possibly imagine? I stopped, it was $750 that's suddenly gone from my monthly budget, right? Why does it work out better than I could possibly imagine? Why does it work out better than I could possibly imagine? This one phrase helps shift anything that seems like a problem into, I don't know how this might be an opportunity. It might be an opportunity, right? So I just chanted that. I chanted that. And in that particular day on July 9th, I also had some other quote-unquote unwelcome news, which is a whole other story. But I did the same thing with that. Just boom, poured into, why does it work out better than I could possibly imagine? The result of that other problem, quote-unquote problem, was honest hypnosis, right? A whole shift that I'd been threatening to make that, boom, I made, right? So two things happened on July 9th that seemed, quote-unquote, bad, seemed like problems, right? However, I took my own medicine and I refused to resist reality. I want you to write this down. Why do I refuse to resist reality? It is what it is, right? I fucked up, right? I messed up. Boom. Okay. How is this an opportunity? How is this good? I don't know yet. I don't know, but there's got to be a way, because that's how I am interpreting it, right? That is the meaning I am bringing to it. Boom, right? The other night at my dad's, thousands of mosquitoes swarmed me all over my face all night long. That's reality. Mosquitoes are there. What am I? What? It's a problem. Is it a problem? Only if I make it one, right? All night I just thought, why does this work out better than I can possibly imagine? Why do I love myself? Why do I use this, right? And this is not about how I'm good. This is just demonstrating to you what you need to be doing in your life today. Start today, right? So to get back to this library gig that day, July 9th, a day that shall live in infamy. Well, I took two quote-unquote problems. One I turned into Honest Hypnosis. Best thing I ever did. Boom. The other, why does it work out better than I can possibly imagine? Later that day, the librarian, the lovely Michelle, thank you, Michelle. You are a mega human, awesome person, called me back and said, well, when do you want to reschedule? Reschedule? I thought I'd blown the gig. She would never, ever want to see me again, and that would be it. Well, she rescheduled it to yesterday. So yesterday, I drove out there. On the way, I had a conversation with someone who there was kind of a breakdown in communication with this one person who I deeply, deeply value and appreciate. And that person had been emailing me, and I had been resisting emailing back because I didn't want to put kind of fuel on the fire of our misunderstanding. And so she finally called me, right? And we had a wonderful talk on the phone and resolved whatever had been between us, and there is peace. There is wonderful, healthy, at peace acceptance on both sides. Wonderful, right? So I'm still on the way to this library. And I said, listen, I got to get off the phone because I need to find where I'm going. All right, so fine. Get off the phone. But before we got off the phone, she asked me about a certain friend, a mutual friend we had. And I said, well, I haven't heard from her. Well, say hi to her for me, right? So I get off the phone with person A, and literally moments later, person B, the person who we just mentioned, calls. Turns out very near where I am at the library gig. So I ended up going to Buffalo after my library gig, and I had a wonderful dinner with a wonderful friend, right? Why did it work out better than I could possibly imagine? July 9th wasn't the day I was supposed to be there. Resisting that, beating myself up for messing up, dropping the ball on my calendar, what would have the purpose been of that, right? So your takeaway today is, why does it work out better than I can possibly imagine, is literally the solution to every problem. Because there are no problems. Problems are literally your attaching meaning to something that did not work out the way you thought it should. We're back to shoulds work out. Does that make sense? So let me just kind of break this down for you. A problem is resisting reality. A problem, as Byron Katie says, is resisting what is. And her whole thing is just love what is. This is what is today. Today, this is what is, right? A problem is kind of fighting that. It doesn't mean you just accept, well, I have a flat tire. That's not a problem. I'll just keep driving. No, you need to stop and change your tire. But it's not a problem. It's an opportunity. That flat tire may have saved you from something further on the road, right? Who was telling me? A friend of mine was telling me, my friend yesterday was telling me at dinner, you know, she was behind someone who was driving really, really slow. And she was like, come on, come on. And boom, just up ahead, there was a cop car. So that person who pulled out in front of her driving slow saved her from a ticket, right? There are no problems. There's only our interpretation of reality and attaching meaning to whatever is in a way that causes you to feel bad about yourself, right? Or to feel bad about a situation. So takeaway today, you have no problems, by the way. You have absolutely no problems, right? Doesn't mean you're in denial. It just means you're going to deal with whatever is here today. Whatever is here today. It's not a problem. It's an opportunity for you to practice your shit, right? And I love that. I was like, wow, another opportunity for me to learn, another opportunity for me to practice my shit so that I can take my game, my life, the video game of my life, the virtual reality game that we call our lives, to the next level. We are going to level up here, people. Time to level up. Oh man, I'm charged up. I love this. Thank you. And that's it for today. Mark Shepard, master your mind for a change, and I will see you on the inside of your amazing reality called life. Thanks so much. Mark Shepard over and out. HonestHypnosis.com.